Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to Young Tiny One. Today we're going to be reviewing another TV series. Is it one that you want to watch with your family? No, it is not. If you're watching this, you better watch it by yourself. Just saying. If you really love the relationship that you have with your father and your mother, just don't watch it unless you have siblings from Alabama, in which case, skinny shit do watch your please. The TV series we're going to be talking about is quite different from the usual ones that we do. It's not about the action, it's not about the intense fight scenes, it's about a vagina. Yes, I said that. I'm not going back because of that. It's about a woman who can travel into different dimensions, but through her pussy. Let me explain. And what happens is when she orgasms, um, she teleports into a different dimension. It sounds awesome, but there's a technicality. The person who brings her to orgasm is the person that she goes into a dimension with. What do I mean by that? When she has sex with someone and she orgasms, the thing is, whoever that she did that with, she ends up marrying in this dimension. So basically, when that happens, she wakes up in their bed, she wakes up in their life. They've been married for some time. She wakes up like completely into that person's life. So if I have sex with her, I wake up in the same bed with her because I'm married to her. That's all that happens. So whoever she fucks, she has a life with. She marries, okay? They have a history together and it's all formulated. But she has no idea of it, okay? Because when she comes to orgasm, it's pretty much simple. Where am I? What am I doing here? I have no idea what's happening or what's going on. And it's really cool. Slip transcends beyond the usual tone of multiple dimensions, and now, I mean, the entire industry has become oversaturated with different kinds of time travel, different timelines. I've heard so many the multiverse theory. Everyone is coming up with that in their movies. They're trying to build universes, they're trying to build worlds, and it's getting sick. But it's nice to see that even though they it's all over the place, there is one that doesn't tell the story in quite the same forms. So apparently her pussy is a wormhole. That's what she said. It literally is what she says. Okay, you can watch it for yourself. And I'm sorry if you're watching this without watching the actual thing. But yeah, that's basically how it works. So within the 8 episodes that we watch, we realize that she has no idea that she has this power because she starts off with living with one person. She's married to this guy. This is her sweetheart. And she likes it, but things have become monotonous, boring, absolutely hell. She wakes up in the same bed with him. He doesn't even acknowledge her as a sexual character. He just sleeps with this person and he talks to this person, but he doesn't really fuck her. Sorry if I said that and it's somewhat gruesome. But we all get that she's bored with her life. So one night she goes to a club. She meets this Indian hot, sexy dude. She goes home with him, fucks him, and realizes the next morning that she's actually married to this guy. Crazy. She's losing her mind. This guy thinks that she's just going through one of her phases because apparently, according to him, she is, you know, she's a little cuckoo. But that's because, MDMA is part of her drug prescription from a certain pharmacist that does not exist in this realm or any platform whatsoever. She made it up. She just takes drugs because she's a drug addict in this new dimension. So she's crazy, she's freaking out, but she realizes that her best friend is in this dimension. So she doesn't know what to do. She decides to run out. um, of this chaos that's going on. He thinks that she doesn't want to have anything to do with him anymore, so he decides to break up with her. Now, she's freaking out, obviously, but she decides to leave that person and go out to another club. So she goes to this other club and she realizes that this bartender um, is able to listen to her, listen to all her problems, all her sorrows, and what you know, she fucks her too. So yes, once she does that, she ends up having a life with this bartender. They're married, they have a kid, and you know, the kid is somewhat of a brat. She doesn't let the bartender wife do anything and is always trying to seek the attention of, you know, the woman who has a wormhole pussy. Now, it really gets really intense because there's this struggle for love, and the bartender wife can not even get this little smidge from the little tyrant. And it's all chaotic, and she decides to run away from it. But all this time, she's trying to reach out to someone who will believe her because she's losing her mind. You know, she's been through one person's life. She was thought of as a celebrity. They dropped names about her meeting at the Met Gala, meeting people who were famous and actors. But that's a story for a person who has actually watched it. So we're going through this entire series with a person who is trying to connect with someone or relate with someone who is in the same situation as her. Now we realize that um, she meets kind of like the same kind of people, but each person lives a different life. But one thing that is constant is her best friend. Whichever dimension she finds herself in, she always finds her best friend is still her best friend, which I think is very endearing and really cool. Um, we realize that her powers is like somewhat unlimited. Somewhat, I don't think. When she masturbates, she actually goes to a phase where she can see portals. So, of her living her life by herself, it was a really freaky moment watching that because then I didn't really know what to make of the entire series, whether I was actually watching a mindfuck or I was watching a woman who fucks really well and she doesn't know what to do with her life. Um, uh, season one is season one. I don't know if they're going to give more insight because if that's the case, then it means that she didn't have any premarital sex before she met the guy. And if that's the case, she's a really upright woman. Or maybe this powers didn't manifest till she became bored of life. But what I can say is that it probably is in link with what she was, and that was she was a curator for a museum and the art that they put there was some sort of Buddhist art about a hungry ghost that goes around trying to find food, but it can't eat the food because its throat hurts when it does that. So it's always hungry, but never able to satisfy its hunger. And I guess this is where the whole story starts from. But yeah, she's really struggling and she meets characters that uplift her spirit and make her feel happy for like a moment. The best friend is also unsure a bit, but all in all, when you take the entire series, it's a masterpiece. All right, it's really good. It tells you the depth to which people are linked to their lives and how sometimes being stagnant can cause you to do very erratic things. Now, you might blame yourself for what happens in the past or the fact that you took a wrong decision, but sometimes taking the wrong decision or going the wrong way is exactly what you need to put things into perspective. She didn't know what she had till it was gone. She was married to a rich guy. She could have settled for that. She was married to another woman and she had a child and she could have been happy with that. But she realized that what she had all along was the one thing that she only needed, but she didn't appreciate it. Or she didn't remind herself of how important that was to her till she lost it and she kept going round and round until she found the guy again And when she found the guy again, she was afraid that if she fucked him and she reached orgasm, she was going to lose all that she had gotten from him. Because it seems like at a certain point, everyone in that relationship stopped trying, and she didn't want that to go away. So she tried to hold on to it. So it was a real good masterpiece. I do not know if they're going to go up for a season two, but if they do, I'd like it. And I'd like to see how the story progresses, or if they decide to give more insight into this different dimension and whether she's the only person who can do it, or there are others. It would be really something fun to watch. Anyways, if you haven't watched it and you listen to all of this, chances are you would want to watch it to yourself. It's great. It's cool. I tell you this that once you're done watching this, you'll forget it. You'll forget all of this, and you're just gonna enjoy this series as if I never said anything. So you have fun. And this is Young Titan. You guys have a great day. I'll check back in with you guys later. Until then, Young Titan out. Please like and subscribe for more. If you have reached this far, you're amazing. You're a Titan, and I appreciate you. So, like and subscribe. You let me know in the comments which TV series I should watch and which one I can give my 2 cents about. But do not ask me to do Star Wars or Game of Thrones. For some reason, I, there's some force field around them, and I don't want to touch them just yet. But who knows? That day is coming very, very soon. Okay, this is Young Titan. You guys have a great day. Young Titan out. Thanks for watching.